What's going on, guys? I know it's a little impromptu, but here it is. We are talking about the final day of investment. Yes, today is the final day. Now, I know it's kind of odd that today's the final day, right? Because we said we were raising basically $500,000 for 10% of our company. But it looks like we're about to end today. And the reason why we're about to end today is quite simple. We're getting close to $10,000 an hour of investment today. All right. Now, we've been going hard for the last week. The closer we got to our goal, which is the maximum of 480,000, we've been getting like 20,000 a day. Now we're getting 40,000 a day. I'm pretty certain this campaign is going to be done today. Mostly because unlike Kickstarter, on WeFunder, basically, once we hit the max, no one else can invest anymore. So it's a completely different dynamic from what people are normally used to. You understand what I'm saying? So, me personally, I love it. I absolutely love it because that means our campaign is going to be funded in record time. We would have been at the top of WeFunder for the entire time we've been on the campaign, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to see how many people joined our team. Check this out. I'm about to show you something real quick. I'm gonna show you where we're at right now. Okay, so let's go and share the screen, right? And here we are. So right now we're at $440,000. This morning we were at $425,000. So we got $15,000 since this morning. All right, we have 1,333 investors. All right, and we're almost sold out. See how it says that? It says almost sold out right there. The maximum goal is 480,000. So I'm guaranteeing you, like in 24 hours, we're gonna be fully funded. That's just the way it is. And no one else will be able to invest. So the reason why I'm doing this video, even though I haven't given anybody updates, like I didn't give anybody some time ahead, like, okay, I'll schedule this 8 o'clock tonight. The reason why I decided to get on immediately on YouTube is simply because if I don't tell you now, you're going to miss it, right? Because at 8 o'clock, it might be funded, right? And then because even though I was scheduling it to go and give people a last chance to invest, it's already funded and then they can't invest. You understand? So this is me just giving you a heads up on what's been going on. Now, that's what's going on right now. Let's go and see where we're at. Maybe it changed in the last couple of seconds. Oh, nope, still there. So, let's read what people have been saying so far. Here's the last couple of investors. All right, so Rafael Rador says, I've waited for this my entire life and always wanted to create something like this for our people, but never learned all the skills necessary to build it myself. I'd happily support this movement any way I can. I've invested because I believe in what you represent as a company and foundation for our culture. I cannot wait to see what's in store for us. Like I said, here's another one. I'm a single mother of a 17-year-old young black man. And I just wish that he had this type of stories to choose from as a child. I don't have much, but I wanted to do my part in hopes that all black people everywhere will be able to read stories about them. It's a good one right there. I like that one right there. Let's see if we can skip to another one. Here's one that says, because I believe in Black Sands and the history that it also displays behind the entertainment, no doubt in my mind that with the support of our people, this will be bigger than most can imagine. Let's see. Let me see if I can get some ones. Alright, here it is. Look at this. This is one that probably only invested $100, but this is what they're saying. Even though I don't have much to invest, I believe in investing into something that uplifts our people and the history of our people is a huge deal. I'm beyond honored to be able to contribute to such a groundbreaking creation. Well done, Black Sands Entertainment. Thank you for the opportunity to invest as well. See, I like that. See, so even though they only invest $100, right? Because they did, and 1,300 other people did as well, right? Now we're at the point where we're about to close this bad boy out, and we're doing it in record time. So absolutely, 100%. No matter if you're going at the absolute minimum you can invest. It's it's still an amazing move. It still helps us significantly, and you're still a part of our community. All right, so let's get back into this YouTube channel. I want to see if anybody has any questions at all. And we're here. What's up, guys? Sorry I wasn't there to answer to look at your questions, but I'm here now. Feel free to ask any questions you want. The link to the campaign is in the description, right? So it's wefunder.com/Black Sands Entertainment, and get your stock, man. B Max says, how can I buy stock now? I'll give you the link in the chat as well. So there you go. You can click that bad boy right there and invest. All right. Now, here's some cool things about the round that you should be aware of if you're a new investor or you already invested. So right now, most people invested at the minimum, which is $100. Just let you know, at $1,000, you get VIP tickets to our annual conventions. And our annual conventions is basically what we want to do in 10 years is have like BlizzCon, where you have this huge convention full of black creators, black video games, black anime, black everything, right? But the whole point is it's from our company, and all those things that we created is there. Panels are there, reveals, all that good stuff is going to be there as well. And though we can't pull that off this year, but we can do this year is do our first annual convention and then continue doing that further and further, scaling it up from there. So it's going to be very small at first, but eventually it's going to get pretty freaking massive. And that's only going to happen for our company, and people who have invested at least $1,000 will have VIP tickets for life. All right, for life. That doesn't mean one time. That means every single year they have VIP tickets to the convention. This is a great way, if you're an investor in our company, to basically really feel like you're a part of our company, because you go to our events, right? And not only will you be at our event, but you'll also be you also have special private sessions, you know, like private workshops and panels where only investors can be in there. So basically, it's like almost like a private board meeting, all right? Only investors can be in there. We're going to be talking about the company specifically, right? We're going to be talking about the actual specifics of the company, not stuff like, hey, we're developing this. It's going to be more like, hey, we did this much revenue in this thing. This is how many items of this particular product was trending, and these are the items that we're most likely going to cut because they're not doing as well. These are the kind of things that we're going to be sharing with you guys at these conventions as well, on top of all the cool stuff that you normally would do at a convention. You know, it's a really good way to be engaged in the nitty gritty of what Black Sands Entertainment is. So if you're close to 1,000, a lot of people have like $500 invested. Just drop that other 500 in there now, because you ain't got no time. The second that 480K gets hit, right? The second we hit the max, campaign's done. People can't adjust their pledges. People can't freaking do anything. They just gotta wait until they get that paper in their hand saying, here's the amount of shares that you bought. You know? So, you know, just be careful about that, especially if you're somebody who is planning on going to 1,000, you know, later on. Like, okay, I put in 500 now, I'm gonna put 500 in 2 weeks. Just realize there ain't gonna be no 2 weeks. Today's the last day. All right, we're moving like freaking super fast. Now let's see if we got any questions. Okay, so Timo, well, I don't even know how to say that. Timo Go Hard, right? It says, if we have ideas, how can we throw them your way to expand off of or create more content? What we're usually looking for is creators who have already created comic books. We're staying specifically in the comic book genre, and we're going to get people who have a lot of content already developed in comic books. The reason for that is because we want BSP to launch as powerful as it possibly can. Therefore, we need creators who are basically exceptional at what they do already. They just simply don't know how to sell like we do. So we're giving them the platform, and they're going to continue to create the content. We'll have a ridiculous amount of content on the platform. For new stuff, for brand new stuff, they're like ideas and stuff like that, we're probably going to hold off on that for a while until we get everything settled up first. The reason being, it's hard to develop new products. It definitely takes a lot of time and building teams and all that stuff, and it's just very risky considering what we're trying to do, which is basically launch a platform that's going to conquer every other platform out there. So we got to be hard and we got to be strong real early. Let's see. All right. Can you remind us of what's the next steps are once the fundraiser is over? What will be the next fundraiser look like and next project? All right. So, Lalia. So, Lalia, first of all, thank you so much for being a VIP supporter. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to us. Obviously, we're going to see you at our annual conventions. All right. Let's go. So, what is the next steps? Well, immediately after the campaign is over, we're going to start recruiting our core members of our animation teams. There's going to be 3 animation teams, all right? One for Black Sands, one for Cosmic Girls, and one for Maury's Family Adventures. All 3 are going to get budgeted out so we can tell exactly how much it's going to cost to develop them, and then we're going to just go full hardcore into development. You're going to see a lot of development videos on YouTube, okay? So you guys are going to see a lot of cool videos all the time, you know? One thing also is we're going to initiate the development of our app for BSP. However, that initiation will be like more of a way to figure out what we need to do. So there's going to be a lot of polling involved. There's going to be a lot of researching involved. And then once we figure out exactly what works and what doesn't work and what's considered a good model for our app, then we're going to go into the development phase of that. We expect everything to be done by December. Let's see. BMax says, is the minimum amount $100? Yes, it is. After the investment window closes, how can we continue to help move the mission forward? Well, the main thing for people is my new investors, right? My new investors. I need you guys to basically put away a fund, all right? So this is a slick way we're gonna basically build content for our own platform, all right? Every month we're gonna ask $20, right, from you guys, right, on Kickstarter or on Patreon. I'm not too sure which one I'm gonna do. I think Patreon's the best one, right? But every single month we're gonna ask for $20. The $20 is going to go specifically to creators that we signed exclusively for BSP. So if you guys remember Sword of the Free, Sword of the Free was a dope samurai comic book. He's currently working on his 2nd book. The problem is he has to go and raise money and do all that stuff in order to be able to pay the artists and develop the product for our application. So what we're going to do is we're just going to freaking get that money together. We're going to have like a little slush fund of about $20 a month, right? And we're going to just keep on, we're going to fund all these people so they can develop full time for us, all right? Because the more content they create, which are the really good creators, the more content they create, the better our apps thing's going to grow. And if it blows up, all right, if it blows up on day 1 and we have crazy amount of content on there, amazing content, and we blow that app up, you know what's going to happen? Our valuation for this round is going to go up 4 times more valuable than what it was. All right, so in other words, you're going to see a 4x increase on your freaking stock shares. So you understand what I'm saying now? You understand why I'm saying that we should constantly reinvest? I'm constantly reinvesting my money, all right? I got personal money into the game. I've been in there the whole time. And I'm telling you, every time you guys put in $20 in Patreon every month, we're going to put in our own money as well, and we're going to distribute this money directly to our creators who specifically signed exclusively with us. We're not going to give it to people who aren't exclusive with BSP. They have to be working 100% for us in order to get those funds. But if they are, They're going to get those funds, and we're going to have some of the best comic books you've ever seen in your life developed full time. No 9 to 5 stopping people from doing it done. We're going to do it ourselves. And that's how you make the biggest black publishing company in the history of the United States. You pump them as hard as you can. You find the best creators, and you get them away from that stupid 9 to 5 that's stopping them from being great creators. Okay, let's see. Charles Kelly Jr. I want to know if you register your own business name for graphic novel. Do you register for your own business name for graphic novel? I don't know what that question means. Please reword that question. Okay, Kang Lu. Kang Lu. It says it closes tomorrow. No, it'll probably close today. I'm being honest with you. All right? I'm just being honest with you. It'll probably close today. I mean, okay, where are we at right now? Let's see. All right. We're at $440,000, right? Where are we at right now? Now we're at 441,198. So in the course of us talking just now, right? We got an additional $1,000. You know, we haven't been talking but 10 minutes, and we already got $1,000. So you can imagine that it's going to be moving pretty quickly today, and it might close out tonight. So I'm saying 24 hours just to be general. Right? People understand 24 hours basically means right now, right? But it might close out later on tonight. Does it cost money to register for your own website? If so, how much? Are you talking about like how much it costs for a website? Usually it's just like $29.99 or some crap like that a month. Oh, Derek Golden. Derek Golden just secured that VIP ticket. That's what I'm talking about. Lionel says, can somebody living in Europe invest? Absolutely. In fact, we have investors in Europe. We have investors in Brazil. We have investors in Canada. We have investors in South Africa. All right. We got some investors in South Africa. We got some investors over in, where was he at? There's a whole bunch of places in Africa. I can't name them all, but these people have been messaging me talking about, yo, I'm about to invest. And they can. International people can invest. You just have to follow a certain process on there. But people have been investing through internationally. Let's see. Okay, so Derek Golden. The VIP ticket package is basically, first you already get your 1,000 shares, right? Because that's how much you paid for. But you also get a VIP ticket for life to our annual conference, all right? That's an annual conference. Every single year, we're going to do a conference. It's going to have like a 1-day to 2-day event. And it's going to be talking about all the great things in Black Sands. You're going to meet the other creators in Black Sands. So the thing is, people think that the app is only going to be Black Sands, Black Sands, like the Black Sands of Seven Kingdoms. But the app's also going to show stuff like Sword or Free. It's going to show stuff like Macchiato Comics. It's going to show stuff like PB Soldier. It's going to show stuff like other big names when they finally decide to make a deal with me. You know, so I'm not going to give anybody any shout outs yet until they make a deal with me. But basically, we're going to have all these people on this platform all in one dope app. So that's what it is. And all those people are going to be at that annual convention because they want to see you, the investors, the owners, you know. And that's going to grow every single year. So you just get VIP tickets every year. Now, let's see. No, don't close yet. Have not saved the money to invest. I want to be an investment. Well, I can't do anything about that. It's not my choice. If it closes, it closes. Because once the max is hit, we can't get any more money. So, and it's at 480,000. So, that's all I'm trying to say, man. I ain't trying I'm not trying to hustle nobody or anything. Once it hits 480K, that's it. We're done. Yoshi, yes, it's $100 minimum investment. How do I get started? Simply just go to, I'm going to get the link again in the comment section. WeFunder.com/Black Sands Entertainment. All right. Click that link. Go to the campaign. Call it a day. Let's see. Can you give a little bit of time? No, I can't. Unfortunately, I just can't. I have no control over how fast people invest. So if people invest a lot today and it closes, there's nothing I can do about that. If they invest a little all throughout the week, then you might be able to invest on Friday. I have no clue. It's not my control. Let's see. Okay, when will the annual conference? Where will the annual conferences be located? All I can say is a major city. That's all I can say. I can't give you a specific place because it really depends on where the venue is and everything else. Almost most of the people who have VIP tickets will have to fly to the convention no matter where it is. All right, that's just the facts. So just be prepared for that. That most of the time you're gonna have to buy a ticket to go to it no matter what. So it really don't matter where it is. The two ones that we have on our top of our list right now is New York and Atlanta. So we don't know. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Lalia says, after development of the app, any plans in place to have a series on Netflix or the big screen? I'm excited about the possibilities. No, we're not planning on doing anything on major streaming networks. What we're gonna do is after we've officially released the animations, we're going to go to we're gonna put those pilots in multiple film festivals, win a whole bunch of awards, and then raise the capital to fully develop the entire series independently, and then distribute it independently. Well, that's a huge undertaking, but we have the professional team to do it. Turnus, who is my head of studio, he's handled productions that had $80 million productions. All right, that's with like 50 to 100 animators on the team, and he's ran operations like that, so he knows exactly what he needs to do in order to do a whole production independently. So we're gonna have a really good time with this. We're gonna develop everything ourselves, and it's gonna be big stuff. That's gonna be in future rounds. We're gonna have a lot of investment, and those most likely you guys can't participate in because the budgets are so high. So it's like $30 million or something. Like you just won't be able to like give enough to get close to that because the government says that I can only get $1 million a year, right, from regular people. So people who are not accredited investors can't give more than $1 million a year, whereas VCs, like investment companies, investment banks, whatever, they can give as much as they freaking feel like it, right? That's kind of a messed up thing that you can't really raise $30 million through the public. I probably could do it, you know what I'm saying? But it's messed up that you can't really do that because the government says you can't do it. But that's what's up, right? Nothing I can do about that. Okay, Derek Golden, great question. So one of the things that we said about the VIP ticket is one, it really depends on how much money they gave. So for some people gave like $4,000, right? And they said, hey, I got kids, I want to bring them too, right? I'd be like, okay, well, technically, you paid for basically 4 VIP tickets, so we'll comp your 2 kids as VIP tickets for life as well, right? Because it's easy to make that adjustment, right? You already did that. But let's say you only did 1,000, right? And you want to bring your kids and your wife to the conventions. We'll give you massively discounted ticket rates to go, and it's basically just it's basically just covering the cost of all the VIP stuff we have to book for them in advance, right? Because you have to RSVP to go to the convention, right? You can't just show up with more people than what what you originally intended, right? So long as you RSVP'd for them, right, saying, hey, I have immediate family, not extended family. Extended family don't count. We ain't gonna do no deals for no extended family, but spouse, kids, that's immediate family. We'll let them have extremely discounted rates for their tickets, which is basically just the bare minimum cost of actually like doing everything provided for them. All right, so it's gonna probably be like $30 or something, as opposed to like a real VIP ticket, which is probably like $300. You know what I mean? All right, so if there's any other questions, please let me know. I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes and then I'm going to call this live video. All right. Zen Aku says, how long will it take for the DVDs to come? I don't know what he's talking about. We already have DVDs. A lot of people already own the DVDs. Do you own a DVD? If you own a DVD, let people know in the comments. You know, we have DVDs. They're already out. We're not going to put our new animations on DVDs. There's no need to. We're going to put it on our app when they come out in December.
Oh, he said he sent for one that has my card.
I don't know what the hell that means. I sent for one? What does that mean? Zen, please just email us, all right? I'm sure if you have ordered from us that you got emails for order confirmations, tracking numbers, anything. Respond to one of those emails, you know, and just say, hey, I didn't get my DVD yet. And we'll look it up and we'll see if we can get you that DVD. So it's a word, so force of God, that's right. That's funny. All right, guys. So go ahead, go to that campaign and invest right now. Here's the link one last time. And I will see you on the other side. There is no difference. Kiss the Kings used to be the name of Black Sands. Now it's just Black Sands. That's the legacy issue. All right, guys. See you later.